Hey there, hello, welcome aboard Decorative Concrete Contractors. Welcome to your Concrete Success Podcast. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about setting yourself apart from other epoxy floor installers in your area. So whether you're an installer or the owner or operator of a concrete coatings or epoxy flooring business, this episode is for you. And I'm going to be sharing four different tips and strategies that you can implement that are very low cost. Actually, money shouldn't be the issue here. It's just things that you can actually do right now to stand out and set yourself apart from all the competition. And epoxy is becoming it's a trending topic. Whether you like it or not, there's a lot of guys that are taking a lot of training nowadays, and manufacturers and distribution centers and all these shops are really selling into training individuals how to install epoxy. And you have a lot of these guys that overnight, they take a weekend course or a 2-day course, and all of a sudden they're in business installing epoxy, right? So how do you set yourself apart from all the competition that's coming into the marketplace so that you can not only be respected by your prospective clients, but they can actually experience the difference right from the get-go? So in today's episode, we're going to talk about let me see. I'm going to be sharing a couple of different things and see what you can use there. I said 4, but it's actually 5 things that you can leverage right now that are either low cost or no cost. That means that you should be able to do them right away. So again, my name is Danny Barrera with Concrete Marketing Crew. And if you don't know who we are a digital marketing agency that specializes in marketing decorative concrete work. So whether you do concrete coating, stamped concrete, stained concrete, anything decorative concrete, flat work or vertical, we can help you out. And our promise is to double your leads with our concrete marketing plan. So enough about us. Let's go ahead and get started with the first, and this is the most important one: high quality pictures of your work. And let me tell you this, if you have an iPhone that's 2 years old or less than 2 years old, you have a good enough camera to take pictures of your work. And perhaps what you need to learn how to do is how to use the camera the right way and how to take high quality, high resolution pictures. Now, if you do not have an iPhone and you have an Android, I can't tell you. I have an iPhone. I've been using an iPhone for the past couple of years. I was an Android user, but let me just say there are some things that are way easier to do on an iPhone, especially when it comes to the camera settings. And that's one of them. So whether you're doing this on your new iPhone or it's two years or less old, you can actually take high quality pictures by going to your settings, your camera settings. And there are other applications as well that you can use. But in this case, I'm going to keep it very brief and short here. High quality pictures. Let me explain to you what that means. High quality pictures means taking the end product and taking a magic shot of the finished product, of the finished installation, the floor installation. A lot of times, one of the problems that I see with epoxy floor installers is they take a picture, but there's a big shadow, right? Especially if it's on a driveway or if it's on a garage floor, and the sun is going down, you can kind of see the shadow, and it's all dark. Probably 2/3 or 3/3 of the garage is very dark, and you can't tell the quality of the epoxy. So play around with the angles and the cameras. You can actually tell the difference when you're taking a good shot versus not a good shot. So here's the thing: it's if you have $150 flying around that you can spare, invest the $150. Take a day where you go and visit your past customers, and this is what you do. You go to Craigslist or you go to the marketplace and you look for a real estate photographer. And what the real estate photographers do is they usually take pictures of an entire home before it goes to sell, and they clean them up, etc. But what you can work out is you can work out a deal. Instead of paying $250, say, hey, look, I just need a couple of pictures of garage floors that I've done, and it should take about an hour. So, an hour or two. Go through a couple of clients' homes that you've done the work, and they will be able to take amazing pictures. I'm talking about like really professional looking, nice looking pictures. They have the equipment, and all you have to do is spare the $150, $200 for them to take the photos. We do this all the time with our clients. So you can go to either Craigslist, okay, look for real estate photographers in your area, or go to the Facebook Marketplace. Those are two places where you can find individuals that specialize in real estate photography. They will know very well. Now, if you do have a DSLR, okay, you can get a DSLR. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you get a clear picture of the finished product. What does it look like right now? And here's the thing: is you want to take different shots. You want to take vertical. You want to take horizontal. You want to take all these different pictures and then start sharing them on your social media, right? So high quality pictures, okay. If you're using Instagram, you should be utilizing the best settings on your pictures, and make sure that they're clearly, you can clearly tell what the finished product is about. Okay, now high quality pictures. What's the second thing? This one is an important one, which is videos. I love videos. This is the second way you can stand out from the rest. There are different forms of videos. I actually wrote an article in the Concrete Decor magazine explaining how you can leverage video, and I'm gonna give you two ways you can leverage video. Number one way is by taking selfie videos in the landscape form. And what you do is you actually record yourself walking through a project and just excited sharing with prospective clients what is it that you got done there, and you can start in the morning, make an update in the afternoon, and then wrap it up afterwards. And then you can put that video together, and it is your video, it is your personality, and smile and give, just get everyone involved from your team and your group to say hi in the videos. And those type of videos, I rarely see an installer that does that the right way. Usually they don't like to be on camera. I can tell you, just get in there, smile in front of the camera. And if you're not the type of guy that smiles, or the gal that smiles, just walk through. But just be you. And that's what matters. So make sure you get videos. Now, the second type of video is the short form video, which is what we call the stories. Now, stories, you can use those on LinkedIn. You can use those on Instagram, like the Instagram stories. You can use those in Snapchat. It's not Snapchat. What am I talking about? You can use those in TikTok. And what you do is you record yourself, and you simply, 15-second bits of different progress reports, if you will, where you're telling the person that's watching that video, you're just sharing with them what's happening, what's going on with that project, right? So that's one of the things where you can really set yourself apart. And let me tell you, if you do a couple of jobs a day and your crew is handling a couple of jobs a day, man, you've got enough footage to fill up your Instagram, your TikTok feeds, your LinkedIn feeds, your Facebook feeds. I mean, you got all those different ways. So make sure that you get out there and create those two types of videos. Now, there is another level of videos that the majority of concrete contractors or decorative concrete contractors really want to do, which is the professionally edited videos. I can tell you, on social media, personal videos win over highly produced videos every single day of the week, any day of the week. So make sure that, again, if you're using an Apple, just go to your camera settings and make sure that you have the right resolution. If you have the newest iPhone, man, you got a powerhouse right there on that camera. It's a beast of lenses that you're getting. So video is the second way that you can get yourself differentiated from anyone else. And look, at the end of the day, there's a lot of epoxy flooring pictures that it's just the same picture being shared on social media. Share your before and afters on video. Make sure that you're standing out by putting yourself into the picture and speaking to that person on the other side of the camera and saying, hey, If you're interested in getting your epoxy floor, give us a call. It's very easy. The first thing we do is talk about your project. Second thing that we do is we go into your site and we actually take measurements, make sure that we're ready to go, and then provide a proposal quote, and then you make a decision. Right? So spelling out the steps that you have in the process will help the other person on the other side of the camera make a decision. So that's second way to stand out. Third way, not talked about often, is there's a lot of this competitions, whether that is a local competition. A lot of times you have to pay to enter these competitions, but let me tell you, awards do count. Awards do count. I know Angie's List, for example, they want you to pay to be part of this whole deal, and they award the best rated contractor in a specific category. Thumbtack does the same thing, but you don't need to go and do that. There are plenty of local, how can I call it, local organizations that run these events, local publications, I should say, where they want local businesses to submit their business information and people vote for their business. I'm from New York, Long Island, so I can tell you Long Island Press has a big presence there where every single year they're running, I think it's they start somewhere at the end of the year, and towards the end of the year they run it again. But basically, they rate contractors, they rate businesses in different options. So getting yourself entered into a competition, and it's fairly simple. And I got to give a big shout out to the American Society of Concrete Contractors, or the Decorative Concrete Council. So here's what it is. If you're not part of an association, make sure that you get yourself in there. And the Decorative Concrete Council has the projects award, where every year they run a projects award. Is due by, I think, mid-March of every year, and you submit your best work, and I can tell you your chances of gaining exposure at a national level is insane. So leveraging those competitions. Now, entering those competitions is going to get you recognized. It's going to give you the recognition that you did not have. So the fact that you put yourself out there is very powerful. And at the same token, the next step is, once you start winning these awards and recognitions, is use them in your marketing. It sounds cheesy. It sounds like, well, or you might not feel like you're worthy of those awards. I can tell you, chances are pretty big, because not a lot of epoxy guys are thinking that big. Just to let you know, not a lot of epoxy guys are really thinking like business owners. They think more like just installers, and that's it. But the fact that you put yourself out there into an institution, organization that's recognized in your service area or nationwide gives you an edge over anyone else. And last but not least, this is the fifth point right here, which is reviews. Reviews. Get positive reviews every single time you install and you finish installing a floor. And you do this at the time when your prospective client is satisfied. You do this right on the spot. And I know it's very uncomfortable, because a lot of times the floor is still drying up and you might still need to follow up. And this is why we recommend, you have a good customer service, right? You have a good follow-up, because it is during that follow-up, it is during that time where you follow up with that client, where you can actually ask that question. Hey, how was the service? How would you rate our installation? And then when they tell you the positive, excellent, perfect, hey, it would mean the world to us if you can leave us a 5-star review or leave us your positive review over in Facebook or Google. Mind if I text you the link? Perfect. Boom, there you go. And you capture that review. Now, the other thing is getting a bandit signed that says 100% satisfied. Some epoxy flooring franchises do this very effectively, where you just get a bandit sign that says 100% satisfied. Put some words in there, put your logo and your phone number, highly visible, with maybe an epoxy picture in the background. And what's going to happen is you take that big bandit sign, and I'm gonna if you're watching this video, this is a bandit sign, right? So you can see there, give me a thumbs up right there. And that one, just take a picture of the satisfied client right when they're satisfied with their project, and market that. Push that over throughout all your social medias. That means LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Share it everywhere, even the marketplace, right? So instead of just putting the finished product there, put the 100% satisfied, and then put the next picture being your work. So again, look, reviews matter. They won't go away. And if you're the owner of a concrete coatings company, you better have a Google My Business listing that you can actually get reviews. So make sure that you have your business set up the right way in Google My Business, optimize your listing, rank high on the search engines with your reviews, and start getting more epoxy flooring leads. So again, we talk about 5 different ways to stand out as an epoxy floor or concrete coatings installer. Number 1, high quality pictures. Either you do it yourself or get a real estate photographer. They will do an amazing job. Number 2 way is leverage video. Okay, we talked about different forms of video. And number 3 is enter competitions, enter local competitions. Believe it or not, that does work. It does give you recognition. Sometimes you got to pay to enter, which is cool. Sometimes you don't, but look for the local ones. And if you're ready to play at the national level and you've done a great project recently, go ahead and enter the Decorative Concrete Council Projects Award, which the deadline is usually every March of every single year. And then once you start winning awards or recognition, even if you didn't win the first place, but you were recognized, then you start leveraging that all throughout all your social media, and you do that repeatedly, right? You start using that on your website, you start using that on social media, you start putting those logos of those institutions as a watermark, and you put them through your different pictures, and that's going to give you an edge over the competition. And last but not least is reviews. How do you get reviews? Number 1 way is social media reviews. Number 2 way is to get a review on Google. And number 3 way is make sure you get the bandit signs that says 100% satisfied. And bandit signs, you can get them printed out in a specific way and have that say 100% satisfied, and take a picture of that customer and share that picture throughout all your social media and tell the story behind that picture. So again, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. This was supposed to be 4 ways to stand out as an epoxy installer. I gave you 5 ways. If you like this episode, go ahead and give me a like, give me a comment. And if you have any questions on how to market your concrete coatings or epoxy flooring company online, visit us at concretemarketingcrew.com or call us at 305-902-4888. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.